guys, hope you are well. This is the first episode to the prep files, so basically I just wanted to document my first ever prep, moving into my first ever competition in the classic division. We are officially 12 weeks out today, and we started prep a week earlier, so last week we actually started. Nothing really major at the moment, food's been pulled down slightly, engines are around about low baseline levels, and we are just doing a 20-minute fasted walk in the morning for our cardio. So we are going to be competing in the ZFM games in the Two Bros up in Maidenhead on the 5th of October. So if you do want to come and watch, then I'll drop a link to the tickets in the description. And thank you for watching. Let's get after it. So I really like to get a fly movement first in my training. Obviously Richie O'Donnell is my coach and this is the way he's programmed it, but this is the way I prefer to do it as well, to be honest. I feel like getting a fly movement in at the start, just getting a real nice squeeze at the start, just gets a load of blood into the chest, first things first. And I tend to connect to my chest better after that, whereas if I went into a compound press movement now, without doing something like this, I probably wouldn't connect to my chest half as much. So it's definitely what works for me anyway. Give it a try, see if it works for you too. Just warming up, just warmed up with 15 reps. Do another warm-up set now, 12 reps, building up the weight. Usually I'm usually pressing 40s, but at the moment I have injured my shoulder, and technically I should really be rehabbing it. But we're 12 weeks out, and we ain't a bitch. So we're getting it done either way. Just don't judge me on the weight. The weight's going to be a bit lighter than what it should have been. Okay, so yet again, because of my shoulder, we are going a bit lighter on this movement today, because this is actually the movement that I believe the injury actually happened on. But due to me having a lack of, not a lack of pressing movements, but I feel like it's probably just in my head that I need to do this movement just to make sure I'm getting enough stimulus to my pecs. But yeah, so we're just going to go lighter and just get some blood into the muscle with this movement. After this, then we just got incline flies, and then it's mainly delts and triceps. So, but I just wanted to touch on the fact of why I'm competing this year. So basically, as most of you are probably looking at and saying yourselves, I know I haven't got the size for my category. I'm 27 this year, so I'm not in the juniors. I will be doing first timers, but obviously once after that, then I know I need a lot of size to be competitive. Condition wise, I know I can come in conditioned. I know my posing's not too bad, and also at the end of this video you're going to see a few clips of me having a posing session with natural Mr Olympia Jack Kinsey, so that's something to watch out for the end of this video, so stick around. But yeah, so basically I know I need size. This year is just about testing the waters, enjoying it, enjoying the experience with no pressure, just going in and just dipping my toes in the water basically, and seeing what it's all about. But bit of a deep one. The main reason that this is that I really wanted to step on stage this year instead of taking the year out to grow was because I've been bodybuilding for a while. I said I was going to compete, and my mother never got the chance to see me compete because she passed away 6-7 months ago now. So this year is actually dedicated to her, so there's a big meaning behind it, and yeah, it's a bit of a sentimental one for me. So that's the main reason I get up this year, is just so I believe that she's looking down on me and she will still technically get to watch me compete. So that's what this year is all about. Right, let's get to it. this is what some people don't realize, like when it comes to intensity, there's a lot of people that think they're training to the right intensity and to complete failure, but you're not training to complete failure unless you physically cannot move that weight anymore. Obviously there's two different types of failure: muscular failure and mechanical failure. So obviously muscular failure is when you physically just can't move the weight anymore, your muscles can't do anymore. And then mechanical failure is when your form starts to break down. I wouldn't advise ever going to mechanical failure unless you can do it safely, which normally is only advanced lifters who can do that. Other than that, muscular failure is where you always want to go to make sure you are getting enough stimulus and you're really breaking down those muscle fibers and getting the most out of each exercise. But yeah, if you think you're training hard, train harder. Been using the Never Purple hardbody wrist straps as well. Honestly, my favourite wrist straps I've ever used. I would not be able to live without them. So if you haven't already got a pair, go check them out. They do an absolute ton of wrist straps, elbow sleeves, knee sleeves, belts, and they've actually got a new drop that came out not long ago, collabing with James Beardwell as well. So there's a lot of stuff going on with hardbody. Or absolute top-notch quality on all the products. Highly recommend them. Fuck. Done. Nothing left in the tank now. That's the session done. Feeling absolutely pumped, to be fair. Probably one of the best pumps I've had in a while. I feel like I need to put a double D bra on. Now just wait for Jack to finish up with his training. Then we're going to get on to the posing lesson, which I'm really looking forward to. So you'll get insight into that as well, so stay tuned to watch me and Jack get through bits of posing in at the end. Whew.
Looking as fluid as we possibly can. You know, like I said, there's good things already, like the externally rotating the knees, you're doing good, like tilting those hips back a little bit to activate the rec fem, make sure the waist looks a bit contracted in there. That's what we want, yeah? That's what we want, good. Open up a little bit more if you can. There. To forget about it, and like I said to you, a lot of the posing, especially when you got a mirror, it's visual feedback, right? So like if I'm posing and I can see things contract, then I can relate that feeling to what I'm seeing, if that makes sense. So if I'm like in a mirror and I'm posing and my glute's not contracted, but then I go, okay, glute on, then you get used to that feeling, right? So then when you don't have the mirror, you know, you're like, okay, what am I looking for? Okay, I'm looking for this feeling as opposed to that visual feedback. Right. So if you can get just used to activating that glute now, as you get leaner, you'll start to get more of a visual feel. You can see that it activates now, but when you're lean, you know what it's like, right? It's like, okay, you're lean, you're like, oh shit, my glute's firing. And you're taking up all that room, you're gonna impose more than me. Yeah, so that's what we want. Just want to take as much stage presence as we possibly can. Good. Hand quote into your right. Good. Right, so same concept as our opposite side, yeah? That's what I think about. Legs across us, glutes on, air out as we get into the post. Good. 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 Much better. Still on that glute. Much better, man. Yeah? So we'll do it though, bro. It'll be good.
Yeah, sweet. Nice one, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, anytime.
Yes, people, that is the end of episode 1. So as you can see, we've had a nice push session today, a really good posing session with the man himself, Jack, and I'm just going to go get the rest of my steps in now in the sun and see my partner and chill out for the rest of the afternoon. Well-deserved relaxation, to be honest. But yeah, next time we'll come back. Now it'll be episode 2. I'll probably do the next episode now when there's been a few changes to the plan. I'm sure my phone went off halfway through the session saying there was a few changes, so stay tuned for that episode because we'll probably be coming back pretty soon. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to keep up with my prep files. Thank you.